I'm one of the greatest doing it, greatest doing it. History will admit.
Handoff, Elliott trying to come outside right. He ran over a guy. Put that left arm out and said, no, not today.
One of the greatest doing it. History will admit.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take on this Friday Eve from NYC. Gentlemen, Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith, I'm Molly Karam. How we feeling? How we doing? How we living?
Good, y'all. How y'all doing?
Ready
All
to go.
good. Let's do it. Guys, this holdout's real between the NFL's leading rusher and one of the league's most powerful owners. This was Jerry Jones speaking at a luncheon yesterday. Take a listen.
Men of our Dallas Cowboy football team, and this is all of us here today, missing one, but we'll have him on the field. And I'm not joking. If he's not there early, he'll be there late. So we'll take him any game we can get him. We want him here early, but of course they're important. But we certainly, if we were dealing with an injury or we were dealing with a suspension, then we would use him. This is a marathon, and fresh legs, we'll use him late. We don't have any movement at all. And the same way we look at anything, we'll get ready for the Giants, and if he's not there to Giants and he comes in the next or the next or the next, or we'll use him for the playoffs.
And let me remind you that First Take will be there for that Week 1 Giants game. Stephen A., I understand that you have a lot of respect for Jerry Jones, but personal...
It's my buddy.
Yes.
It's my buddy.
I get it. Personal feelings aside, is Jerry about to gamble away this season?
Well, listen, that's what it appears, and that's what's making me laugh, because, I certainly don't wish anything negative about my buddy Jerry Jones, or Stephen Jones for that matter. I'm looking forward to going out for drinks with them. I'm dead serious about that. But I got to be honest with you. The more he talks, the more he seems to be trying to create this impression that there's a level of intestinal resolve he's willing to exercise. And that seems to be against conventional wisdom. It seems to be against a lot of people on the Dallas Cowboys. It seems to be a thing about him. And again, I have sided with Jerry Jones on this matter from day one. I don't believe, even though Ezekiel Elliott is great, even though he performs on the field, I think the knuckleheaded tendencies that he has exhibited leaves him in no position to try and flex and act like he's got leverage. I have a problem with that because I think that Jerry Jones is sitting there saying it's not about the money. It's really, really about the years. It's about the investment that you're asking me to make in you that requires me, Max, to trust you. And I'm not sure I trust you. Now, I ain't going to tell that to the world. I'm not going to tell the world that there's stuff that goes on off the field far more than anybody knows in public knowledge that gives me cause to pause and makes me say, wait a minute, can I trust you to perform over a period of years and years and years to come? I don't know about that with you little knucklehead. I think that's what Jerry Jones is saying without saying it. But when he goes out there and speaks in the fashion that he speaks, what he's basically saying is, we'll get you whenever we can. And he's being very presumptive in his verbiage because guess what? He's also saying, you know what, when we make the playoffs, he's assuming. I'm just looking at the Dallas Cowboys history here. I don't recall a continuous trend, a perennial playoff team over the last 24, 25 years. Matter of fact, I've seen many, many years when they've struggled to make the playoffs, particularly under Jason Garrett, who I call Mr. 8-8. That's my favorite word about him, Mr. 8-8. Remember those back-to-back 8-8 seasons when you lose the last game? I don't know if this has ever happened in history. The last game of the regular season, with the division title on the line, he lost to each team in the division. The Giants 1 year, the Eagles 1 year, the Redskins another year. You can't make this stuff up. All on Jason Garrett's watch.
It's almost like a black cat.
The black cat. If there was a fourth team in there, Max, he would have hit for the cycle, okay? So this is what I'm talking about. So when I look at it, Max, in closing, I'm just simply saying Jerry Jones opening his mouth seems eerily reminiscent of the Jerry Jones that used to be years ago before Stephen Jones really put his foot on the thing and made sure he didn't take Johnny Manziel. I'm talking about the Jerry Jones prior to that, where he seems to be engaging in a level of autonomy. And I'm just saying, I don't know. This is reminding me of some things. And I'm sorry for my buddy Jerry, but I'm happy for Dallas Cowboy fans because I sense misery is coming their way.
Well, that's an interesting take. I think this is why is Jerry Jones getting involved to the extent that he is? After they spent the 4th overall pick on a running back, And we can see Stephen Jones has stopped Jerry from making stupid decisions, for years now, right? They've been a much, much smarter organization and usually that doesn't happen, by the way. Nepotism, favoritism toward your family members, kids who inherited businesses. A lot of times the business does a lot worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you got to give it to Stephen Jones. He's done a good job of righting a ship that was not heading in the right direction with some of the decisions they made. Why is Jerry getting involved now in negotiating a contract publicly with the running back?
Publicly, but I think he has been involved from,
Yeah, but not at this level of media broadcasting of what's going on.
Yeah.
Why is Jerry involved? It's interesting to me. You think certain franchises are different, right? The Steelers are different. They have that tradition. The Rooneys, that's example of a successful family-owned football team that does things the right way. The Dallas Cowboys and their history, and some teams they're all the same. These owners, Stephen A., more than anything, more than winning Super Bowls, more than anything, need to show the players who's boss. The Pittsburgh Steelers sacrificed their season on the altar of doing just that last season. And the Cowboys here are willing to do the same thing. Le'Veon Bell was ready to sign. He said, just promise you won't franchise me. They said, no, we're not going to give you that guarantee. Hold up, time out. So now he's not going to play for you. You want him to play for you so bad, you won't tell him you won't franchise him. But if you don't say that, he doesn't play for you, you'd rather have that happen. So that happened. They didn't make the playoffs. And now the Cowboys, same thing. Jerry Jones, loaded to make a run, says, the number one thing we can't do is cave in a negotiation with a player. They need to know who's boss.
Yeah, but I also don't think you can compare the two. Le'Veon Bell had been franchised. Le'Veon Bell wanted a long-term deal with a long-term commitment. Le'Veon Bell had the ability to become an unrestricted free agent when all of this was said and done. That is not the case with Ezekiel Elliott. You keep bringing up the 4th overall pick. I understand that. That's a tremendous investment. But you can't ignore the fact that they know they have him locked up for 2 years. They know they can franchise tag him for a 3rd. And they know that since he wants his money so badly, the long game works in their favor. It may not work in Jerry's favor because that biological clock is ticking. But the bottom line is the long game works in their favor because making $6 million a year, which, by the way, as far as I'm concerned, is really, really $3 million after Uncle Sam gets a hold of your money, even though there's no state income tax in Texas. The bottom line is that's the way I look at it. If you are Ezekiel Elliott, you are going to miss money because you ain't getting paid if you don't play. And so not only are you not getting the money that you're after, but you're losing a little bit of money that you got.
Here's the problem.
And that's why he can't go anywhere.
This is why Jerry Jones is getting involved. This is why Le'Veon Bell didn't get paid last year. Think about how it works. Take the running back position, for example. Take Le'Veon Bell. He was a second-round pick. He didn't begin his career as, oh, my God, that guy might be the best in the league, right? He had to build to get there by reputation, by the things he was doing on the field. So with him, by the time it's time for him to get paid, they go, you know what? Because it's all about guaranteed dollars. It's not yearly. It's guaranteed dollars. He goes, okay, I want my guaranteed money now. But the way the guaranteed money works is how many years ahead of you they think you have at an elite level. And they tell Le'Veon Bell, well, given your age, given the abuse you've already taken to your body, the guaranteed dollars aren't going to be what you think. That's basically the negotiation. So now you come to Ezekiel Elliott. He goes, okay, time out. Before I get to that position, I want to get paid now. Gurley just got paid. I want to get paid now before I get to the point where Le'Veon Bell was and you tell me guaranteed money is not going to be that big. You don't have that many years. But the system is built to stop them from getting paid.
But I don't understand. I don't understand your point because we all know that. What are you trying to say?
So what the players have done is say, okay, our only recourse is if you really, really need me, I'm really valuable.
All right.